Hi, you guys. Welcome back to K Renee Speaks for Spoken Word Wednesday. I hope you all have been having a great one so far. As usual, please feel free to pass along the content if you enjoy it and subscribe for weekly videos. No name. On my early morning jog, I never made it back home. And the only thing left for them to hold on to is to save voicemails on their phones. That personal day I took to escape life and have a good time. I didn't know I would be in someone else's way, trapped in the crossfire of yet another senseless crime. How would I know I should have taken the opportunities to enjoy life, to cherish my moments, to distribute unspoken sentiments for those that I cared for before I got caught up in someone's misdirected spite? How was I supposed to prepare my family and friends for my sudden departure that wasn't assumed to be for at least another 30 years? Was there a manual I was supposed to read about staying safe and living right, but never in fear? Was there nothing productive at all that you could have been doing instead of in the streets? Or has turf wars and fake credit consumed your intellect, leaving you empty, fragile, and weak? Boys find power and violence in beating and respect. Boys feel the need to constantly be the center of attention as they so loudly beg to be seen with each I am mighty pound to their chest. Boys have no regard, no direction, no emotions, no one to think of outside of themselves. I guess that's why it's so rational to them to do robberies and shootouts in broad daylight, rooted in jealousy and entitlement, differences of opinions, silently and viciously crying out for help. Who taught them these things? Who taught them these ways? Was there not one credible man with a steady foundation to step up and be involved at the start of his young days? Was there never a conversation sparked of only substance and truth? Never any option given other than becoming yet another pledge in the brotherhood of misguided youth? Perhaps a pep talk was given about the severity of weapons, or were they just taught when you feel like it? It's cool. No aim is needed. You just load up the clip, hold it steady, fire your shot, just get away after you shoot. Let off as many rounds as you feel like. Doesn't matter if you're at a playground, in a school zone, at his mama's house, at a public place. It doesn't matter so long as you take his life. To not have given birth in this world to a single soul, you sure do love stripping families of life you didn't create over minuscule things. Does that make you feel whole? Does it give you satisfaction even when innocent bystanders become a victim of your hatred? Or do you continue as if nothing tragic has happened because you didn't get caught, leaving any sentiment caged in? Or are you one of the ones that prays for forgiveness in the dark, lonely hours? Or are you the snake in the grass showing up with fake condolences and bullshit flowers? Sneaking in and out just to see what the talk is? Beaming of guilt between that crooked smile and voice full of conflictions? I just want to know, when will it end? Will the black on black crime not matter until it's you, your child, or your parent, your homie, or your girlfriend? As long as this shit has existed, the players, the rulers, the rules have been shifted. Is there an end to the game? I just want to know before I lose my life to a bullet with no name. This spoken word is sparked from a phone call with my mom last week, and she was at the bank and she got to her car and then shots were fired. And just to hear that, I'm so thankful that my family continues to be covered, because that could have went a total different way. To have been born and raised in Greensboro for 26 years, and then I finally got out, it just seems like now there is entirely too much violence, and it's up to us to spread the word to others. Violence is not the only way to solve problems. People deserve the option to live. People deserve the chance to live a life. Their families don't deserve to have to bury them, to have to make GoFundMe pages, to have to explain to their children why that person is no longer there. Stop the senseless violence on each other. I pray for y'all safety. And whatever you do, if you don't take anything from this message, but one thing, just always remember, you may only be responsible for you, but there are so many people surrounding you that might look up to you and you don't even know. It's your job, it's your duty to give them another option. At least talk to them, tell them something, guide them to another path, because the streets are not the only way to make it. And that is my segment for K Renee Speaks.